Okie dokie, howdy y'all. I want to talk today about negative feedback. This being that I got two negative feedbacks on my account yesterday after being 100% for a very long time. And usually when I get a negative feedback, it's nothing that I really did or I felt I did. I'm gonna give y'all a chance to tell me if I did something wrong here. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull up the two items, so that I find them, that are in question here. Alright, there's one. Okay. And click. Okay. Alright, here you see a Canon printer. This was something I picked up at a yard sale. I was told that it worked and that they had never used it. And as you can see from the pictures here, let's enlarge them. There's the box. I took pictures of the box to show exact. There it is in the styrofoam. There's the top of it. There is the tray. There's the control panel and the top. Now what I failed to do here was take pictures of the side of this, because this is where the customer is saying that something was wrong with it. And honestly, I do not remember any damage on this printer. So they sent me of course, as you can see right here, 30-day returns, buyer pays for shipping return. Of course, it's a not item as described situation, so it's automatically my fault and I have to pay for shipping. You see that I got $45 and $20 for shipping. And with my 30-day return policy, all they had to do was stick it in the mail with the new label on it that eBay provided to them. As you know, they do when they automatic item is renewed like that or returned. So let's go to the messages. Hold on. Alright, so here we go. Here is the messages, and you can see right here, this is my first response. Now I may not have handled this right the first time, but here's what I put in case you can't read it. While eBay does make me accept the return after looking over your pictures you included and seeing the pictures I took for the item, I see some differences that lead me to believe you may be trying to pull a switch on me. Like I said, I didn't take pictures of the sides, and that's what he's complaining about. I don't think the pictures are showing up. The marks you showed do not meet the photos I have on file or this item. When you send it back, I will check for more photo differences, and if I'm right, I will report you to eBay for trying to switch out products. Also, since it's mailed, it will be mailed, I will contact the federal authorities for mail fraud. Now, yeah, I may have went about that wrong, because I don't remember. He's showing circle marks like they've been melted on the side of this item, and I don't remember any kind of damage on this printer at all. I took the styrofoam off of it and looked at it. I didn't take pictures of it, and usually I take pictures of the sides of it, and that's what he's showing is the stuff that I didn't take pictures of. I can't see his pictures, but anyway, as you know, it's a eBay item is not as described, so if you have a 30-day return policy, eBay makes you take it back. This guy opened the return the day he got it. And you know how people are about trying, I mean, you've heard the horror stories of people getting bricks back and stuff. And so I thought that maybe this person had another Canyon printer and something was wrong with it and they were trying to switch it out. I may have been wrong, but like I said, I don't remember this printer having damage on it. And the people at the yard sale, which I'm not taking their word for it, said that they have never used it. I did inspect it and I did plug it up and it worked. So I don't remember, I think I would remember marks like this if I had to sit there and twist it around to plug it in and all that. But I could be wrong. Anyway, his response. And as you can tell, some of this is in capital letters. By all means, please send all pictures you have on file for this item to both myself and eBay before I am willing to return this item. I expect pictures you have showing all sides of your item. You cannot sell an item as open box just because you have a box. This item has been extensively used and shows wear throughout. Please see attached photos of eBay's definition of open box. And of course he put that in there. And you accuse me of fraud. I expect all pictures you have of this item to be forwarded to myself and eBay. And he puts a message for eBay like they are going to read it. To eBay, I will not return this item until I receive full refund including my shipping fees. Thank you for all your time and attention to this matter. Okay, so as you can see, he wants a full refund before he returns the item. And as you know and I know, that this is not how I work, you work, or eBay works. You do not get a refund unless I agree to a partial refund before the item is returned. And I don't give partial refunds because I don't fall for tricks like this. I'm not giving him a partial refund, and evidently I'm not giving him a refund either, because he wants the money back before he sends it back, and that's not going to happen. And if you do it, no offense, you're stupid. Never return the money before you get the item back. And I suggest you never give a partial refund because people like this expect it. So, my response, let me show you. Okay, and as I was trying to tell him, sorry, but I do not have to prove anything about this item to you, only eBay. Excuse me. Also, I do not have to prove anything and or refund you anything until the item has returned and inspected by myself. Once it's inspected and it makes sure it is returned the same way I shipped it out, then a refund can be refunded if I think there is no fraud going on and items is still working and cosmetically conditioned as I shipped it out as. These are eBay rules return policies. And as many of you know, that is eBay's policy, to not refund people until you get your money back unless you work out an agreement with the buyer. And as you can see, this buyer, to me, he's getting awful hasty for an item that all he has to do is return it, and then eBay will, I guess what he don't know is that even if I don't return the money in the time that after it's returned, eBay will give them the money. So if I have a 30-day return policy, this is what happens is you return the item, I get it back, I look at it, if it's still working and cosmetic, if it was a brand new item and opened, I can give you 50% back. That is the rules of a top-rated seller on eBay, and that's just the way that goes. And this guy here evidently don't know the rules of eBay returns, because you are not supposed to give the money back before the item is returned unless you work out a deal with the buyer, and I am not willing to do that. If he returned the item, I would give him a full refund, but he's not willing to return the item. And then his last contact me, sorry, I was reading it at the same time. his last contact to me was, "Please do not contact me anymore. Looky what I got." That is my eBay store name. "I have reported you to threatening and abusive behavior regarding this and my return to request to eBay. I have asked eBay to step in and resolve my issue on behalf of no more contact from you because you are threatening responses." Okay, so to educate sellers and buyers, if you have a store and you have a 30-day return policy and someone files a item not as described case, eBay will automatically send them a prepaid shipping label to ship that item back to you. Once you get that item back, all you have to do is inspect it, or if you're one of these people that don't go to your mailbox daily and you just see that it's returned and give the people their money back, assuming everything's fine, that's up to you. But when I see a return, I go less than a mile down to my post office, I get my mail, and I check the item, which I have done videos on. If you want to go back and check my previous videos, I have done 1 or 2 return videos because I just don't have that many. But I would inspect it, and whether I give you the money back immediately, eBay gives you a time limit on that you can give them their money back. I think it's like 2 days. And if I don't return the money to you within 2 days, eBay will automatically send them a refund and put a strike against my account. So I'd rather go ahead and give you the money back as long as it's in selling condition. If it's in the same condition that it was when I shipped it out to you and I can resell it, I'm all good, because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to resell it. If not, as a top-rated seller with a store, I have an option of 50%. And that is eBay policy. That is eBay rules. So this person is way off. And the feedback he left me was, it was great. That's pretty much, that's what I gotta say. Let me show y'all that. All right, for those that can't read it, because I got my glasses on, I guess you can't read it. "Buyer beware, this seller, looky what I got, is selling used and damaged items as open box. Under contract with this seller, they accuse you of swapping and refuses to share detailed pictures of any item that they have in their possession that would clearly prove received item condition. Seller goes on to state that because it was a USPS transaction, that they're going to alert federal authorities for suspect of mail fraud from buyer. Unbelievable. Stay away from this seller." And I responded, "Seller had the choice to return the item for a free and full refund, but refused. Left negative feedback." And he responded to that, "Seller refuses to refund. Seller, look at what I got, states that in his reply to my initial request for a full refund, that he, number one, will not share any of the detailed additional pictures he has in possession. 2, then accuses buyer of swap fraud after the view buyer's pictures clearly showing used and damaged condition of the open box printer. 3, seller then threatens buyer to go, seller threatens buyer he is going to alert federal authorities due to mail fraud. This abusive seller has been reported to eBay. Beware." You know, if I was this person, the only way that I would be afraid of being reported to eBay or the federal authorities, because this is a mail transaction, and if you ship something through the mail that's fraud, you are breaking the law. So, me telling him that was a trick that sometimes some sellers use to try to ward off people that are trying to switch something out on you. And if I was actually going to commit fraud, I would refuse to send it back too. So to me, this guy swapped it out, tried to get a refund, and tells that, in his last response, seller refuses to refund. He has the printed label. I haven't refused anything. The only thing that's being refused here is for him to send it back just because he don't have pictures. Do I have the pictures of the sides? No, I've done told you I don't. But once again, I was trying to bluff him into just dropping it because I think that he is trying to pull one over on me. And if I was trying to do that, I wouldn't send nothing back either. If I was legit in what I said, that the thing was damaged, I would put the sticker on and send it back. So on that one, post in the comments. If anybody watches this, post in the comments and tell me who you think is right. Now my other one, let's see if I can do that one. Okay, and the second one was a Super Nintendo that I'd bought at a yard sale for my personal use. I bought that and a regular Nintendo that they both came with one game, and I was gonna plug them up and enjoy them for myself, plus be able to test games, but they ended up not working. And I looked on eBay and people were selling broken ones for $30, $40. And I was like, well heck, I only paid $30 for them, let's see if I can get my money back. So I listed both of them, sold the regular Nintendo. The guy said in his feedback, was able to fix it, works great, thanks. Okay, that's what I sold them for. Somebody that could fix them and enjoy them themselves. If y'all can hear the lawnmower, I'm sorry, it's the lawnmower day at the apartment complex. But the Super Nintendo one, and let me show you. Here it is for $35 once again, in case something was wrong, a 30-day return policy. Like I said earlier, if you have a 30-day return policy and someone says item not as described, eBay gives them a label and gives them your money. But here we go. The seller had sent me one message, and it was not a question, it was a statement, and I don't understand. Here was the one message I got from that user, that buyer. This console was filled with dead bugs inside. It's absolutely disgusting. And he included a picture, and I've never enlarged it. You know, that's pretty disgusting. You know, like I said, I bought these at a yard sale for myself. I never intended to sell them, but when they didn't work, I looked on eBay and people were selling non-working consoles. So I never opened it. I don't know a thing about fixing these things. So I thought, you know, okay, let's just sell it and see if I can get my money back, and maybe, because I know these things sell for like $100, and I figured if someone knew what they were doing, they could buy it for $30, $35 that I was selling it for and fix it themselves. You know. So that's what I did, and like I said, his statement didn't say anything about wanting a refund. I thought he was just trying to make a statement. I don't see that needs a response. I guess I could have responded, sorry, didn't know. But like I said, it's just a statement, it's not a question. So I didn't feel the need to reply to it. Then yesterday, along with the other negative feedback, I got one from him, or that buyer. Opened up the console. I knew it was parts not working, but shocked to see it was filled with dead bugs inside. Alerted message about it, but no response. Probably hoped it would disappear magically. Hoped what disappear? The message? No, I didn't expect the message to disappear. In fact, in my reply, I put, did not work when it was sold. Listed for parts. I am not an electrical person, so I did not try to fix it. It was sold for parts, and that is what they bought. Like I said, I don't fix these things. I bought this for my personal use, and it didn't work. I assumed whoever would buy it would fix it, and really, whether it worked or not, I should have got positive feedback because I sold them exactly what they were supposed to get. A non-working Super Nintendo. Whether it had bugs in it, I don't know. I didn't open it up to look. Like I said, I don't repair these things. I was just going to play it. Luckily, it came with a $75 game that I sold. So on top of selling each one of these for $30, I paid $60 for the pair with the game and the controller. I just sold the Super Nintendo controller today for $5. That's what I made off of it. And I sold the game for $75, and I sold each console for $30. So I made my money back, plus some. But I did not test them. I mean, I tested them, but I didn't try to clean it. I mean, I cleaned the outside off, but I didn't open it to clean the inside because I didn't know there was anything wrong with it. I mean, I didn't know what was wrong with it. That's the word I should use. And my dad did electrical stuff. That was his job. He was an AV technician, which back in the day, you know, VCRs, DVD players, he could fix stuff like that. TVs, the old tube TVs. But I'm not an electrical person. I know how to maybe see if I can get a VCR to work, but that's about it. I do not know how to attempt to try to fix one of these things. And for them to send me negative feedback just because I didn't respond to that it had bugs in it, I don't know what more I could have done. So this is just examples of crazy people, and I had reached out to eBay for business, and they had their standard, well, I'm a seller too, and I know it's frustrating, but the buyers have a right to leave whatever suggestion, I mean, whatever problem they want, was pretty much said that they weren't going to get rid of them. But the guy with the printer, if he don't return it by, I think it's the 29th, which I've come to learn it's longer than that now. They actually give them more time to return the item. But anyway, whenever this is settled and he don't return the item, I can get the negative feedback withdrawn. So that's one of them. I'm now at a 99.4. I don't think it's going to hurt me, especially since I replied, and especially since one guy said that he knew it was for parts and not working, and I sent him a console for parts not working. And the guy with the printer, I responded that the seller had a choice to return the item for a full and free refund, and they just left negative feedback and refused. I should have put a lot more. Let that be a lesson to you also. Whenever you respond to a negative feedback, put everything you want to in it, because you do not get a chance to add more like they do. They get a chance to rebuttal your rebuttal. But that is another example of eBay caring more for their buyers than their sellers. I really think that all of us buyers should put our stores on away mode for a week or so and hide all of our items where nothing can be bought, and therefore they would make no revenue for a week or more as we close down our stores and they are not able to make any money. And let's see how they like it, and maybe we can show them who actually controls eBay, the buyers or the sellers. And I don't know. The guy with the printer just ticks me off, because I know if I was to try to pull one over on somebody, I wouldn't want to send it back either. And the guy with the console to leave negative feedback on something that was broken and not working anyway, I just think that's wrong, and that should be taken off anyway. Like I said, the guy with the printer, I'll get that taken off once he don't send the item back. I'm still willing to give him a refund if he sends it back, but the feedback will be removed first. So I'm not going to give him a refund with negative feedback. eBay can put a strike on my case. I don't care, because it's all about principle now. I don't think I deserved a negative feedback unless I refused to give him a refund, and I didn't do that. In fact, eBay had already sent him the return label. So that's stupid. But just another crazy world in the day of eBay. Y'all have a good day. Y'all have fun. Don't kill each other. And try to love each other. Later.